Buenos dias. Ah, how beautiful is that? Welcome to Shea's 710 and our On School Time series with And Bid Him Sing. We are very fortunate to have Ujima Theater Company here in the house today. You have the honor of being in the house to experience this wonderful story. And I wanted to just go through a few things that we should all know, right? So you're going to be watching a live performance. There's going to be actors, some of them your own age, on stage, right? And we have to support them and give them love. And how do we show that? With attention, right? Watch what they're doing, take in what they're doing, and when it's appropriate, when it stirs your soul, applaud. Yeah? Can we all agree to do that? Wonderful. I'd like to introduce you to the president of Shea's Performing Arts Center, Mr. Brian Higgins.
Thank you very much, Victoria, and thank you for your great work here. And along with Jake and Alicia, this is Gabby McKinley from Ujima. You are going to be treated to an extraordinary show based on the work of Paul Laurence Dunbar, who was an American poet and a novelist, and he wrote a piece in celebration of the Black South of America. It's a beautiful show that will be performed with you in mind to engage you not only into the artistic sense of things, but the historical sense of things as well. We are so pleased that you are here with us at the Shea's Performing Arts Center, Shea's 710 Theater. So enjoy yourselves. This is your theater, this is your community, and we're pleased to have you here. With that, it's my great honor to introduce you to Gabriella McKinley.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome, y'all. Are you guys ready for a show? Let them hear you back there. Are you ready for a show? Yes. Great, awesome. This morning, you'll experience something wonderful. A performance that brings together powerful poetry, history, and community. Now, who here has heard of Paul Laurence Dunbar? I know you guys have, yes, okay, beautiful, that's good. Now this abridged production of And Bid Him Sing connects the words of Paul Laurence Dunbar, one of the first Black American poets to achieve national recognition, with the vision of Ujima's founder, Miss Lorna C. Hill. Now, Dunbar's catalog of poetry captures the dreams and pain and resilience of Black life in America, and his work has inspired generations with its beauty and honesty, including poets like Maya Angelou. You guys have heard of Maya Angelou, yes? Yes, and Langston Hughes. You have heard of Langston Hughes, yes? Awesome. Now, this production features some of Dunbar's dialect poems, which were written to highlight the beauty and rhythm of Black voices and cadence, particularly from the South in the late 1800s to the early 1900s. Now, as an artist, Lorna C. Hill believed in the power of storytelling to unite communities and spark change. Through her work at Ujima, she created a space where diverse and underserved communities could shine, where young people, like the ones you're getting ready to see now, could discover their creative talents, and where stories of Black life are celebrated. With And Bid Him Sing, Miss Hill transformed Dunbar's poetry into a theatrical experience, blending words, music, and movement into something beautiful. Ujima, which means collective work and responsibility, those of you that speak Swahili might have already known that, carries forward this mission. And today, the Dunbar Youth Theater Arts program continues that legacy by giving young artists the chance to tell stories and explore their own creativity. If you would like to learn more about joining our youth company and learn more about Ujima, But visit our website, it's ujimacoinc.org, or follow us on social media at Ujima Co Inc. Now, with Ujima, you are what helps bring this story to life. So don't hold back. Laugh, clap, react, and let yourself feel every moment. Your energy creates and finishes the experience. Yes? Now, without further ado, I present Nova Russell, Yael Montiel Tarana, Jai Negron, Amira Coons, Oscar Polovich, Hadia Habib, Avery Gray, and Naila Broughton in And Bid 'Em Sing by Lorna C. Hill.
Little brown baby with sparkling eyes, come to your pappy and sit on his knee. What you been doing, sir? Making sand pies? Look at that bib. You was as dirty as me. Look at that mouth. That dear molasses, I bet. Come here, Maria, and wipe off his hands. Bee's gonna catch you and eat you up yet, being so sticky and sweet. Goodness lands. Little brown baby with sparkling eyes. Who's pappy's darling? Who's pappy's child? Who is it all the day never once tries for to be cross or to lose that smile? Where'd you get them teeth? Ma, you's a scamp. Where'd that dimple come from on your chin? Pappy don't know you. I believes you a tramp. Mammy, this here's some straggler got in. Let's throw him out the door in the sand. We don't want no stragglers laying around here. I know. Let's give him to the booger man. I know he's hiding around here, right near. Booger man, come in the door. He's a bad boy you can have to eat. Mammy and Pappy don't want him no more. Swallow him down from his head to his feet. There now, thought you hugged me up close. Back, you old bugger, you shan't have this boy. He ain't no tramp, ne'er no straggler, of course. He's Pappy's partner, playmate, and joy. Come to your pallet now. Go to your rest. Wish you all the snow, ease and clear skies. Wish you remain just a child on my breast. Little brown baby with sparkling eyes.
Lias, bless the Lord. Don't you know the day is abroad? If you don't get up, you scamp, there'll be trouble in this camp. Think I go on to let you sleep while I mix your board and keep? That's a putty how to do. Don't you hear me, Lias, you? Bet if I come across this floor, you won't find no time to snow. Daylight all is shining in while you sleep. Why? It's a sin. Ain't the candle light enough to burn out without a snuff? But you go the morning through burning up the daylight too. Lias, don't you hear me call? No use turning towards the wall. I can hear that matter squeak. Don't you hear me when I speak? This here clock done struck off 6. Caroline, bring me to my sticks. Oh, you down, sir, huh? You down. Look here, don't you dare to frown. March yourself and wash your face. Don't you splat all the place. Got something else to do, so I just cleaning up after you. Take that comb and fix your head. Look just like a feather bed. Look here, boy, I'll let you see. You shan't roll your eyes at me. Come here, bring me to that strap. Boy, I'll whoop you till you drop. You done felt yourself too strong and you surely got me wrong. Sit down at that table there. Just you whimper if you dare. Every morning on this place seem like I must lose my grace. Fold your hands and bow your head, waiting toward a blessing said. Lord, have mercy on our souls. You dare to touch them rolls. Bless the food we go on to eat. So still I see if you just try that trick again. giving us peace and joy. Amen.
We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing.
Wait, and quit that noise, Miss Lucy. Put that music book away. What's the use to keep on trying if you practice till you're gray? You can't start no notes a flying like the ones that rants and rings. From the kitchen to the big woods, when Melindy sings, you ain't got the natural organs for to make the sound come right. You ain't got the tunes and twistings for to make it sweet and light. I'll tell you one thing now, Miss Lucy, and I'm telling you for true. When it comes to railroad singing, 'tain't no easy thing to do. Easy enough for folks to holler, looking at the lines and dots, when there ain't no one can sense it and the tune comes in spots. But for real melodious music that just strikes your heart and clings, just you stand and listen with me as Melindy sings. Ain't you never heard Melindy? Blessed soul, take up the cross. Yo, looky, ain't you joking, honey? But you don't know what you lost. You ought to hear that gal wobbling. Robins, larks, and all them things, hush they mouths and hides they faces. When Melindy sings, fiddling man just stop his fiddling, lay his fiddle on the shelf. Mockingbird quit trying to whistle, 'cause he just so shamed himself. Folks are playing on the banjo, drops they fingers on the strings. Bless your soul, forgets to move 'em. When Melindy sings, she just spreads her mouth and hollers. Steal away to Jesus while you hear sinners trembling steps and voices, timid lack of drawing near.
Steal away home. I ain't got long to stay here. My Lord, He calls me. He calls me by the thunder. The trumpet sounding into my soul. I ain't got long to stay here. Steal away, steal away, steal away to Jesus. Steal away home. I ain't got long to stay here. Green trees are bending, horse in a stand trembling. The trumpet sounding into my soul. I ain't got long to stay here.
Then she turns. Then she turns to Rock of Ages, simply to the cross she clings, and you find your tears are dropping as Melindy sings.
Rock of Ages, clear for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flows be of sin the double cure. Save from wrath and make me pure.
Who that says that humble praises with the master never counts? Hush your mouth. I hear that music as it rises up and mounts, floating by the hills and valleys, way above this burying sod, as it makes its way in glory to the very gates of God. Oh, it's sweeter than the music of an educated band, and it's dear than the battle song of triumph in the land. It seems holier than evening when the solemn church bell rings, while I sit and calmly listen as Melindy sings.
Swing low, swing low, swing low, swing low, swing.
Don't you hear the echoes calling from the valley to the hill?
Swing.
Let me listen. I can hear it. Soft and sweet. Swing low, sweet chariot. As Melindy sings.
Swing low, swing low, swing low, swing low, swing low, swing, swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming forth to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. If you get to heaven before I do, coming forth to carry me home. Tell all of my friends I'm coming through, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming back to carry me home.
Granny's gone a visiting. Seen her get her shawl when I was hiding down behind the garden wall. Seen her tie they strings, seen her get her bonnet on, and I was gone a dreaming now about them cakes and things. On the shelf behind the door, Mussy, what a feast. Soon as she gets out of sight, I can eat in peace. I've been watching for a week. That's for this here chance, Mussy. When I gets in there, I surely dance. Lemon pie and ginger cake, let me sit and think. If there's one thing that I love most particularly, is a eating sweet things and a drinking sangaree. Lordy, one po granny, right? When she see the shelf, when I think by her face, I most shame myself. Well, she gone, and here I is, back behind the door. Look here, Gran's expected me. There ain't no sweets no more. Every sweet hid away, job that's done up round. Puss and think that someone thought there was thieves around. Oh, that does break my heart in two. Oh, how bad I feel. That's to think my own grandma believed that I'd steal.
Mammy's in the kitchen and the dough is set. All the pickaninnies climb and tug and sweat. Getting to the window sticking there like flies. Everyone among us days on nose and eyes. What's she cooking, Isaac? What's she cooking, Jake? Is it sweet potatoes? Is it pie? Or cake? But we couldn't make out, even where we stood. What is Mammy cooking that smells so good? Mammy spread the window, and she frown and frown. How the pickaninnies come a-tumbling down. Then she said, if you all keep a peeping in, how I's gonna whoop you my, 'twill be a sin. Needn't come a sniffing and a nosing here, 'cause I knows my business. Don't you never fear. somebody tell us? How I wish they would. What is Mammy cooking that smells so good? We know she means business, and we dasn't stay, though it's mighty trying for to go her way. But we goes a-troopin' down the old wood track. 'Twell that steamin' kitchen brings us stealin' back, climbin' and a-peepin' so's to see inside. What on earth can Mammy be so sharp to hide? I'd dis up and tell folks when I knowed I could, if I was a-cookin' things that smells so good. Mammy in the oven, and I see her smile. Mouse must be a-watchin' round here for a mile. Then we almost holler as we hurries down, 'cause it's apple dumplings, big and fat and brown. When the dough is open, solemn-like and slow, wished you'd seen us sittin' all day in a row. Innocent and proper, just like chillin' should, when day Mammy's cooking things that smell so good.
Who say my heart ain't true to you? They better hush they mouth. You know I loves you through and through in water time of drought. I wish these people stopped they talking. Don't mean no more than chickens squawking. I guess I know which ways I was walking. I know the north from south. I does not love Eliza Brown. I guess I knows my mind. You always try to take me down with everything you find. If these here folks will keep on filling your head with nonsense and you's willin', I bet someday there'll be a killin' some way along the line. Of course I buys the gal ice cream. What else I going to do? I know just how the thing'd seem if I'd be shot with you. At Sunday you's at church a shoutin', and then all week you go round poutin'. I'm mighty tired of all this doubting. I tell you. 'Cause I's true.
Treat me nice, Miss Mandy Jane, treat me nice. Though my love has turned my brain, treat me nice. I ain't done a thing to shame. Treat me nice. All lovers act just the same. Don't you know we ain't to blame? Treat me nice. Course I know I was talking wild, treat me nice. I can't talk no better, child, treat me nice. What a person going to do when he come a-courting you? All a-trembling through and through, please be nice. Reckon I must go the path others do. Lovers linger, ladies laugh. Maybe you don't mean all the things you say. And perhaps some later day, when I beg you hard, you may treat me nice.
The colored marching band is coming. The colored marching band is coming. Rat-tat, rat-tat, rat-tat-tat-tat.
When the colored band comes marching down the street, don't you people stand there, lift your feet. Ain't they playing hip parade, steel stumps and cleared away for the music that they making can't be beat. Oh, the major man is swinging up his stick, and the pickaninnies cried and round and fit. In his gorgeous uniform, he's the lightning of the storm, and the little clouds around him look mighty slick. It's mighty good to hear, and it sometimes leaves a tickling in your feet. The heart goes into business for the help along the ear when the colored band comes marching down the street. When the colored band comes marching down the street, you can hear the ladies all around repeat.
Ain't they handsome? Ain't they grand?
Ain't they splendid?
Goodness lands, why are these perfect from their foreheads to their feet?
To the music down the line. Take the music by itself, that makes it fine. It's the walking step by step, and it's keeping time with a hat that'll make a common ditty sound divine. When the mic band plays music, and it's mighty good to hear, and it sometimes leaves a tickling in your feet. But the heart goes into business for the help along the ear when the colored band comes marching down the street now. Come on, y'all.
Let's keep it going for the cast of And Bid Him Sing! Did you like the show? All right, let's have the cast out whenever you're ready for a talk back. Anybody wondering what a talk back is? We all know what it is, so we get the chance to have a conversation with the cast and director or any designers who might be here, and we get to ask them about the show, about their experience, about the world that they created, yeah? So I want you to start thinking about some questions, because I'll ask a question first of the cast, just to get us nice and warmed, and then I want you to think about what questions you might ask, and I'll go around, and about maybe 7 or 8 of you would get to ask a question, yeah? Can we do that?
Can you guys move a little bit?
You think you got some questions already? All right, good. The cast is back on stage. Give them a round of applause. So first, I'll give you the mic and introduce yourself, what school you go to, and what grade you're at, okay?
Hi, my name is Amira, and I am a freshman at Amherst High School.
Hello, my name's Hadia Habib. I'm a freshman at Performing Arts.
My name is Avery Gray. I am a freshman at Lewiston Porter Senior High School.
My name is Nova Russell. I'm a junior at the Park School of Buffalo.
My name is Yael Montiel Serrana, and I'm a freshman at Performing Arts.
My name is Naila Broughton, and I am 8th grader at Cleveland Hill Middle.
My name is Oscar Polovich, and I'm a freshman at City Honors.
My name is Jai G. Negron, and I go to Big Picture.
Hi, my name is Gabriella McKinley. I'm the program director of Ujima, and I went to Wagner High School in Staten Island.
And Gabby, you're also the director of Embed Him Sing. I guess I did that too. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So I'd like to ask you first to tell me something that you learned about Mr. Dunbar that you didn't know before. What is something that you learned about the poet? Yeah? No, I'm sorry. Not Dunbar. Embed Him Sing. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Ooh, I gotta think about that. Come back to me.
I got it, I guess. All right.
Yeah, I have to think.
So this was just a small piece of Embed, if I'm not wrong?
Yes.
This was like specifically a hearth and home section, which focused on like the family dynamic. Definitely, I realized that there's so much more to just Black culture, and Embed Him Sing let me like realize that more. So I guess that's what I learned from this.
Embed Him Sing is a collection of poems organized by Lorna C, the founder of Ujima, and it like recognizes the happy and uplifting part of Black culture. And yes, it's a very small like portion of what we did. It was much shorter than the actual show, but the poems are arranged so that it completes a full story, and Lorna C. is the one who arranged them for that to happen.
Also gonna have to think about my answer.
I'd say I learned that Embed Him Sing is the entire reason for the Dunbar Project existing and this group being here today.
I learned about the poem named Embed Him Sing.
So one main thing that I kind of already knew but really became apparent to me was the importance of art to what's the word? No, to remember Black history. You know, especially because my monologue, the Colored Marching Band, it was something that I heard of, you know, like my grandma talked about it, like, oh yeah, you know, Juneteenth, Colored Marching Band, all that. But like, me reading it and me really learning and just learning about the history of it really helped me just understand how happy we are as Black people.
I really learned about how times really haven't changed that much, like with how people are as a community. Like, kids are still excited to eat what their mom is cooking. Kids are still excited to watch a band. Like, we're all gonna stay happy, and it brings that joy and like familiarity.
Thank you all. And my last question before I open it up to the audience is, highly impressed by your accent work on the stage. Can I have a few of you tell me about your experience learning that accent and doing it on stage? Who'd like to take it? Yeah.
For me, it really just I had to roll it off my tongue. It took a little getting used to because like, the words, like I can get what it is, but also like it's really just has everything to do with what's coming off your tongue and how you say it in the throat and stuff like that. But I would say it's really fun to learn because now I can use it on other people.
For me, it was, I wouldn't say it's easy, it was definitely difficult, but my great-grandparents came from Birmingham, Alabama, so like when my mom was raised, she heard them talking in a Southern accent, and then so like my mom has a mix of a Buffalo and like a Southern accent, so I definitely picked up certain like tones and phrases from that. So it was, I would say, like difficult, but it like felt natural once I got used to it.
When I first got that script, I was like, what am I even looking at? Like, these words are so different. There's random apostrophes. I'm scared. I want to go home. And but I feel like the more I really took time to really like look at the words, it's like, wait, this is like how I talk, you know? So it's like I just kept reading it and going over it, and it really helped to when we watched the original cast do it, and it was just like, wow, this is actually super, super cool because we're like directly linked with Ujima history, and I just feel so honored, really, to be able to learn something as beautiful, you know, as this. So yeah.
Yeah, something beautiful that about the script that they received, right, about Ambittam Singh, is that it's written exactly the way it's supposed to be said. Right? And that's very easy to get tripped up on because you are seeing a bunch of random apostrophes, right? A's are replaced with O's and things are replaced, right? And things look very different than how we read standard English today. And it took them a long time to realize exactly what Hadia said. It's the way we talk, right? And it takes reading it out loud, and it takes continuing to go through it, right? And continuing to go over and over again, and to find your own voice in the piece, which is something I commend you all on finding your voice within the piece. And that to me was the biggest revelation that I saw happen when it came to working with the dialect.
And now let's open it up to the audience. Let's see who's got a question. Let's see, right here.
What time did this take place?
Late 1800s, early 1900s. I said it in 1909.
1909 is when the director said it.
All the poems were written in between that period, so that's when I choose to say it.
Okay, here we go. Let's go right over there. Let's see, can you pass it back to your friend right behind you?
How old are you guys?
Let's go down the line.
Yeah, we'll just go down the line.
Well, most of you are freshmen or in 8th grade, is that correct? Yeah, so about 13, 14, 15?
I'm 16.
13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, let's go all the way over there. Come on down. Yep.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to ask you guys what your favorite piece was.
Nice and loud. What was your favorite piece?
Colored Marching Band.
Also colored marching band. Yeah, I would say colored marching band too.
Colored marching band. Yeah.
I think it's a consensus. Colored Marching Band.
Colored Marching Band.
All right.
I also love listening to Melindy. Like that's part of
Melindy, yes.
I love
can't
listening
sing.
to her. Melindy can sing.
Melindy can't sing. Melindy got that.
How fun was it playing, doing it?
How fun was it putting it together or doing it?
It was really fun.
Best time I've had in a while.
It was like out of a fun scale, like 3 funds out of 5 funds because
3 funds out of 5 funds. Tell me the explanation. I want to hear it.
it was only because of the dialect. Learning it was pretty difficult, and really setting myself into that time stamp. So yeah.
So the learning the dialect brought down some funds.
Yeah.
All right, let's have you come down. Yeah.
Were you guys afraid when you were acting on stage?
Were you afraid when you were acting on stage?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, very.
I was more excited.
I mean, I was excited, but
We got afraid and excited, and let's keep it nice and quiet. Quiet those bodies so we can hear the actors' responses.
You guys share what helped with that? How did you get through it?
For me, it was more of just after you recite a piece or learn it enough, it kind of just becomes second nature. Like I did my blocking. It's kind of just like riding a bike. Once you get the pedaling down, all you kind of do is just steer the bike and that's it. So I just went on autopilot like on stage.
I feel like for me, the fact that I'm able to like sing almost like a lullaby, I feel like that really calmed my nerves because I love to sing at home. So like when Melindy sings, that scene really helped me just ground myself. So yeah.
Thank you. And if you didn't hear it, she said singing, the fact that she's singing that lullaby during the play helps her calm and ground herself. Yeah?
How long did it take to rehearse it?
How long did it take to rehearse it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go. We started around mid-September. We've rehearsed every Saturday.
It was October.
October?
October, like the first weekend in October.
Early October. And then we rehearsed every Saturday, 11 to 3, with extra rehearsals thrown in pretty often. So I'd say we got around,
2 months?
yeah.
I would say roughly around 2 months.
But it was only on the side.
It'd probably be like about a month and a half, hours-wise.
Okay.
Have you ever messed up on one of your lines?
Oh.
Have you ever messed up on one of your lines?
Today
Never,
or
right?
general?
Never.
Yes.
Like in general or just today?
In general or just
In general, yes, all the time, consistently.
all the time consistently? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
After this, do you plan on doing more performances with the Southern accent?
With the Southern accent, do you plan to do more performances?
Yes.
If I'm asked to.
Yes, if I want to, if I'm asked to,
If I need
yes.
to.
If Ms. Gabby emails us in like a week being like, you want to do another one? I would say yes.
Let's do the other half.
Let's do the other half. Let's do the rest of it.
Oh no.
We'll take a couple more questions.
How is it being an actress?
How is it being an actor?
For me, it's such a new thing to me because I feel like at such a young age, if you don't really find yourself within this character, then you're gonna be lost within the character. And that's another thing that I've seen like actors struggle with, losing themselves within the character, not knowing who they are. So I feel like for me, it helps me know who I am more because now that I know myself, like, hey, I like this food, or I like this color, or I like to wear this, now it's like, when I bring this other person, it's like, wait, we are kind of like similar. So I feel like that helps when I'm acting. So yes, acting really helps me know
What a
myself.
beautiful answer. So in getting to know the character you're playing, you're getting to know yourself. Beautiful. Thank you for that.
How long do it take to know your lyrics?
Their lines? How long did it take to learn your lines? Is it during the rehearsal process?
It took me, I would say 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Fast. They're not messing around.
Sat down.
You really
Fast learning over here.
Yeah, John.
That's wonderful. And I'll take one last question all the way up there. Come on down.
I want to buy
literally had 2 days.
I know. I wish I could have all of your questions.
No, you don't.
I don't want to go to school.
No, you don't.
Can we?
No, you don't. You don't want all them questions.
I don't want to go to school. Let's just do all of them. Let's just do all of them.
Hi. Oh, what was the hardest and easiest part of the performance?
Hardest and easiest part of your performance.
Yeah, can we go online?
Let's just go online since the last question.
Okay. Well, the hardest part is really just making sure that you want to do everything that you've put into the rehearsal process, like every good thing that you've ever done, you want to put it into the performance because we only have one, and you have to be able to let go of some things. So that's pretty hard. But I think the easiest part is really like when you're on stage, for me, it's like I just go because we've rehearsed so much, and it's just you do the scene, you know?
I'll say the easiest part for me is working with everyone. I feel like everyone was just so fun to work with. It was late in the rehearsals, I can't lie. Yeah, just working with everyone, it being like a pretty peaceful atmosphere. The hardest part for me was not criticizing myself, like really just like, yo, chill out, like you got this. But you know, when you're an actor and you're like in front of all these people, you'll start to like, oh, how am I being perceived? Or, oh, how am I doing this? So I feel like that, like really not nitpicking at myself.
The easiest part for me was mainly my piece in general was pretty easy for me because I felt like I could do it smoothly because I've done it a whole lot of times before in our rehearsals. But after was kind of harder for me because I kept thinking over it and over it about how I could have done better, and I knew it was going to affect my performance on colored marching band, so I stopped doing that because I feel like this is a one-time thing. So like if nobody, like I did the best I could, and I feel like that's all that really mattered.
I would say the easiest part, I would just agree with Sadir, it's definitely being on stage. Just like once you go on stage, you kind of just like go on autopilot, like for me personally, so just like that was the easiest part. The hardest part, I guess, is like, it's definitely the pressure. It definitely like at one point, like in the late, like for me personally, the start of rehearsals were super easy. I had my lines down, it was set, and then as like rehearsals went on later and later, just like that approaching deadline, and the pressure definitely does build up a lot, and that does get to you. But in the end, you just do the show and just like, you have fun.
I would say definitely the hardest part for me was making sure I was pronouncing everything correctly, because it was important that when I went on stage, I wasn't making a mockery of this piece. I wanted to make sure it was authentic and I was saying the words the way they were written. So that was the hardest part for me, especially because when you're on stage, there's so much pressure. I tend to slip back into my regular voice, which I needed to kind of put aside so I could be pronouncing every word correctly. But the easiest part is working with everyone here, because I've known them for, it feels like a really long time. And it's kind of like if something's going wrong, you can be honest with them. Or if something's going right, you can tell them about it. It's just like, I really like working with these people. So I feel like that was a very important part to putting on this performance, because some of the acting was like genuine. Like I genuinely am impressed with Melindy and everybody's piece here. Like I feel like they all did a great job, so yeah.
I would say that the hardest part was making sure that I made sure that I said every word right and making sure that I did the transitions smoothly. But the easiest part was, working with everyone here, because like they're all amazing actors and I love working with them. So that's why the easiest part.
I'd also say the easiest part was working with everyone here. I've been with Ujima for about 3 years now, and I trust everybody here with my life, and I feel like they feel like family. But I'd say the hardest part is the anxiety leading up to the show, because I had some really bad anxiety for the past week. But that ultimately also led to the best part, because we just did it and it turned out amazing.
The easiest part was just saying the lines. You know, like once I read the poem, I would be speaking from my heart to the person that would be called Miss Mandy Jane. The hardest part was trying to talk to Miss Mandy Jane, because usually as actors we would be told to face the audience and like act like you're talking to everybody, and seeing my mom, hello mom, and even a suit, like a lot, and all these other people, it could be really hard to keep on track, as you could say.
I would say the easiest part is super easy to say. I mean, you all are wonderful. I've worked with all these students before, and I knew when selecting this cast that they would be the highlight for me. So you were all super talented. I mean, you guys saw, they were excellent. And that was super easy. The hardest part was probably building those fences, building the archway, grabbing clothes, right, and sewing clothes. Like, all that was really difficult, but they made the process so easy and enjoyable.
Thank you, Ms. Gabby. Keep that applause going. Thank you so much, cast of Invit Him Sing and Ujima Theater Company. Miss Alicia, do you have the list of schools? We're ready for our dismissal. Oh, we had a standing ovation started. Hold up, they deserve it. Come on, people. Come on. Thank you, Mama. Take your bow. Take your bow. Thank you all. Hey. All right, the first school, if I can have everybody take a seat, please. We'll start our dismissal process. First school to be dismissed is OTC, and you're gonna go out through the lobby. Your exit will be on Main Street.